I know turtles. What's up, everybody? Yeah, rock your body. Oh, we ain't doing the sing off tonight. My bad. No.
Yeah,
What's up, guys? I hope everybody's doing good. As y'all can tell, I'm here with Dom Dom,
hey guys.
and we are back with Paranormal 101. Yes, we just did one last week. Why is it not letting me? Oh shit! Hang on,
We're
guys.
gonna
I got.
work soon to do para debates pretty soon. We have to schedule that to bring it back on track also. But yeah, we're back here. Hope everybody's okay. Everybody's doing good. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
fun
we
to
are
be
gonna have
back.
a good night. Like the description said, we are gonna be talking about aliens, UFOs, outer
Ooh,
space, and the
ooh.
infamous Men in Black.
Oh.
And let me
Are you
tell
guys
y'all,
ready? Do you have your popcorn? Do you have your juices, drinks, smokes? Let's get ready.
hey, Raven. But yeah, tonight we're waiting on Dakota. I'm about to drop the link in the chat. If anybody wants to come up, I can have 7 more people. Holy crap! I actually got the number of fingers.
Seven.
Um,
No, hold on. You could be
well,
10. Yeah,
yeah,
we could
but
be 10 on panel. Oh yeah, but we're keeping one place already reserved.
for Dakota.
Dakota's gonna join us. I'm saying pretty soon. I don't know when, but he's gonna join us. He's supposed to join us tonight. So
And as y'all can tell, even though we are out, I'm still representing Philly. Go Birds.
yeah, sit your butt on the sofa, man.
Hey, y'all are on the floor while we're on the sofa. What's
Ooh.
up, KK?
Hey, KK.
Y'all know me and Don. We're gonna talk trash to each other when it comes to football.
Yeah. So.
There we go. We're gonna fix it to where, yeah, I like. I feel like changing it. It looks so big now.
Whew.
And that's like gonna be
So,
right over Dom's face here in a minute. The wording.
so, what do you want to start with?
Well, I say we start with the Men in Black, our theory on the Men in Black, and I personally believe that the Men in Black is a government organization, but it's not human government. They're an alien government organization.
Okay. Okay.
I personally believe that the Men in Black aren't humans; they're aliens. But if y'all don't know, me and Dom are actually aliens. We are from planet Nubzila,
Yep.
so we know a little bit about this subject.
I tend, uh, I tend to believe also it's a higher than the government's. It's a secret agency, but spatial agency.
Yeah.
So those people are not human. A lot of reports coming in when you read on them, a lot of people will say they have strange ways of doing stuff. Features on the face are not that human. When you see them
Mm-hmm.
closely, the color of the skin is different and stuff like that. I agree. Some people will say, "Well, what if they come from another country or stuff like that? We have different types of skins and colors and stuff
That
like
is
that."
true.
But this is different. People are talking about gray color, greenish color, stuff like that. I don't know much humans that are greenish in color.
No, no. I mean,
and,
there's
and
lizard people,
gray
but
and gray or short ears and stuff like that. It's quite they're quite funny sometimes. The reports you could read on those things. So I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I have the final answer, but I do think also they're alien special agency that controls what goes on and
mhm.
off of Earth and the skies, and yeah.
And I believe that they're dangerous. They are very, very dangerous too.
They're dangerous to a point, to a point maybe that people will disappear, but dangerous to the point of being dangerous. I want to be careful with my words.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the walls have ears and stuff like that. I do believe in stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, they're dangerous,
I
but
get what you're saying.
yeah, don't fuck with them, but at the same time, fuck with them.
Don't
Yeah,
fuck with them guys, but fuck
but
with
but 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 take my first advice. I'm not all that in my head sometimes. Take my first advice. Do not mess with the Men in Black. Some people said that, like I said, close friends disappeared. Um,
yeah.
Diseases, sickness, and stuff like that happen to people that were too close to finding answers. So yeah,
No,
yeah.
yeah, you never know. Like we could get
If you
in.
have a problem, call Nubsy.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I live in Mexico. Ho, 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 ho.
I'm sending you all the problems.
Oh God, I already got a bunch of them. What's up, Tyler?
Hey, Tyler.
Buns.
Yeah, so for me, I don't know if you want to put something else on the Men in Black. I do tend to believe. Well, there's proof. There's been pictures, videos of them appearing by two dressed the same way, dark.
Right after somebody mysteriously saw something.
Yeah, or started talking too much to the TV or stuff like that, or writing books about events, or finding special things.
Yep.
They Some people will lose. They could go far, like erase your social media, the social security number. Erase you completely from the planet like you never existed. So now you're gonna have problems getting, you know,
Hey,
all
you got
sorts of
your
stuff.
say.
Jackass Paranormal.
That's Chris.
Oh, hey Chris.
Especially Grace.
He changes names
I would love to go back and visit the Witch of Rustburg because Miss Grace got me sick last time we was there. Mm. Yeah, yeah, because a lot of times when somebody say something about something, and then they were like, "Oh, decides not to say nothing," it's because the Men in Black have threatened them.
mm-hmm. Yeah, but
And
not just them personally. They will threat to erase the family and do bad stuff. So obviously some people will work under pressure to just shut up. And
yep,
that's why you see also a lot of videos of old men dying on their hospital bed, doing a video talking about a lot of stuff that happened. Not just the Men in Black, but UFOs, the ETs and stuff like
yep.
that,
It,
UAPs and stuff like that. They will tell it on their deathbed. Why? Because they have nothing to lose. They're dying. So, you know.
but a lot of people also consider a couple cryptid aliens. Like I know they got a chupacabra. Like there's two types of chupacabra, a reptilian and the alien one. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm wrong, cryptid experts let me know. But I'm pretty sure there's like two types of chupacabra, alien type and a reptile type or something like that.
I think
And some
I
people
think
also consider Bigfoot a type of alien.
Yeah, I was going to say that a lot of people will put Bigfoots into the UFO, if you want
Mm-hmm.
family, saying he's an alien. That's why he disappears easily and nobody can find him. Um, so yeah, especially the guy filmed the giant on TikTok, and then the Men in Black got him and they killed him because he filmed the giant on the mountain and they got him. Yeah.
Yes, I mean it's a lot of crazy stuff out there, and that we're gonna be talking about like outer space, like what's beyond space. Like, do
What's
y'all
beyond space?
believe that there's different
Full
types
space.
of life force out there? I mean, we can't be the only life force out there. If we're the only life force, the world's screwed. Like, there's no way humans are.
We're not the only ones.
Yeah,
I do
exactly.
believe I saw stuff, so
Welcome back, Maria.
I can't deny. I saw a flying saucer when I was young. I saw one when I was old. Um, and after one of those episodes, I had funny dreams. Um,
Donald
okay,
got
call me
crazy.
crazy. Call me crazy. I'll explain my story. It was the 31 of January, 2017. I'm at my brother's-in-law's house to celebrate New Year's. We're having a party. Suddenly, I go out to smoke a cigarette because we're not allowed to smoke in the house. So I go outside to smoke a cigarette. I'm watching the sky because from his the front porch, far away there's a wood, and on top of that wood you can see the planes dropping because there's an old airport there. So in the sky I see a bright lights. I'm going like, that's not a plane. I go, maybe a helicopter with a strobe. I find it funny, so I go get my brother-in-law and say, hey man, come outside to see what's on top of the airport. And we start playing with that thing with a military a flashlight. So
Mm-hmm.
we're doing Morse on it, and that fucking thing is responding. I go in my car to get my equipment, take out my camera, start taking pictures with the zoom. On that picture, you can see that bright lights, and inside that bright light, there's a cross like this, and all around that cross is like lights.
I
That thing
believe it.
stayed that thing stayed there for about, I would say, a good 20 minutes, and just not flew straight up in the air, just bada boom, disappeared. No sound, nothing. It just vanished. Nothing. No sound, nothing whatsoever. And from the distance of that porch, we can hear the planes landing at the airport.
You couldn't hear this motherfucker though.
Nothing whatsoever.
That's how it goes.
After that, celebrated New Year, went to bed, and I had a fucking nightmare the ish, if you want so. I was in a big cocoon, and in that cocoon there was small, like
Mm,
small other cocoons, and inside those there were babies. And in my dream, I was told that this is where human beings come from.
damn, that's crazy.
And,
That
and
that's a good theory right there, Raven.
I was wondering if I mentioned it before. If the if there is aliens, they would be so far technically advanced. Robots and drones could be distinguished as cryptids and mythical entities. Yes,
Hmm.
yes, and a lot of people tend to move on that side of when they do see cryptids and stuff like that. They do think it's aliens that they made what we call is third person contact, and obviously like anywhere. Okay, around the world, the water, the forests and stuff like that. Some places have not still yet being explored. So every single day they go into those forests, they find new species of bugs, birds,
Hmm.
snakes, call them. They even found recently on picture they have a 20 meter python. He's about a ton and a half in weight. They found him in the Amazon, just chilling there.
I would have
Okay,
freaked the fudge out.
imagine imagine where the ecolayer system is to its peak. It's fully not touched by humans, because when we do touch stuff, we tend to massacre those places.
Yes.
Okay, so imagine something not touched, greenish, breathing, and prospering. Imagine people living in those places. So I'm talking about cryptids, I'm talking about bugs, all sorts of things. They're
It's a scary
prospering.
snake.
They're getting big and stuff like that. And after that, we're going like, oh, how come we have small, teeny rats and stuff like that when you can get a dog-sized rat?
Why do you want a dog sized rat though?
No, I'm just explaining why.
I know,
Because
I know.
we're taking
Yes, me and Dom want to go back.
hell yes.
Earth has gotten too. Joseph!
Hey, Joseph, how's
It
it going?
was a free membership that I gifted to 10 random people, and I'm so glad you was one of them, Joseph. I love you, man. I
So,
miss you, Joseph.
so yeah, for us to say there's nobody in the universe whatsoever, it's like paranormal. Nobody has the final answer yet.
Yep.
Obviously, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of hidden stuff that the government does not want us to hear about or find out. Like there's rumors that some U.S. governments have met with the aliens and have done business with them, exchanging. Okay. The other thing, how do you explain the rate of growth of human beings technologically? We went from not knowing that they're taking a cinder to make toast to now having toast in 2 3 seconds. All sorts, microwave, internet, stuff like that. We're getting so advanced in technology so quick that it's not normal. Where do we get that technology from? The planes, now you can take a plane on a warship and just make it take off and just fly away to Mac whatever.
Yeah.
How did we got into that? I remember when I went to school, they would ask us what would it would be like in the year 2000s. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, cars are gonna fly and stuff like that." How do you get to that? you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maria wants to know if you got monetized yet, Dom.
No,
How much hours do you need?
I have everything. I said that I have more than the hours I need.
Dakota.
The quorum. I have 1.92 k members. Have all my watch hours for a long time. I sent my
Oh,
my application to YouTube.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
sounds good. And every time I write to YouTube to know what's happening with that, they tell me follow the process, wait for the process. But it and some people get they apply and get monetized like
Right
instant.
away. I got monetized right
It's
away
been
when I applied.
it's been almost 5 6 months now. I applied,
I was
but
right back.
I'll tell you this: I got struck. I was half monetized and made a comment to a snowflake. Told him on a speech that his mother should have made a stain in bed instead of a stain in society. Apparently, that's not allowed here on Facebook. So,
But that's allowed in my heart, Dom. I
but
love
hold on,
it.
I got struck and I lost that part monetization. So, is that what's
Oh,
preventing me to get my full monetization
oh, there's,
presently?
there's so many. Look, we're
But
going
it's
to
been 6 months.
so many soft people in the world, is all I'm going to say.
Hey,
Yes.
listen.
All right, Dakota, since you're on here, we just talked about the Men in Black. What do you
Okay.
believe that the Men in Black are? Me and
Okay.
Don both believe that they're some type of alien organization.
Well, they're definitely. I wouldn't say that they're alien, but to me, they're more like a cryptid.
Mm. Mm.
I wouldn't say that they're alien, but they're more like a
Okay,
Okay.
cryptid.
hold on. Let me
Okay.
ask this Dakota. When you say cryptids, do you tend to believe that they could be reptilians?
Not necessarily. I mean, maybe, but I don't look at them that way. But I mean, you could take it that way, but I don't personally.
Okay. No, I was just asking. I don't know. It just when you were talking about cryptids, I don't know. This popped in my head. So that's why I wanted to ask
Yeah.
you.
But I had heard of that. Yeah, that's a good theory. I like that theory. And none of us know what they are. Like what we
Exactly. I
talked
mean, like,
about, this is
Hmm.
our opinions and how
Yep.
we feel.
how are we really gonna know exactly what they are?
Exactly. Unless we go to see one and then we'll try to get blood
Well,
from them and get
Yeah.
it
No,
tested.
I'm not trying to see one. I'm good.
yeah,
Yeah, if you
no.
see one, you know you done fucked up somehow.
Yeah. If you see black people dressed in black, they're real sharp. Yeah. Just know that
you,
you fucked up.
you fucked up somehow, one way or another.
Hell
You
yeah.
screwed up. But also we was talking about aliens in outer space, like what's beyond outer space. Do you believe that we're the only breathing humanoid figures out there? Because I'm sorry, there's no way that humans made the Great Pyramids of Egypt. That was made by aliens. I don't care what nobody says.
Um,
Mm, that's a
pyramids are
good theory
special.
too.
There is stuff that tends to make me believe that the aliens are mixed in that. There's hieroglyphs about aliens inside those pyramids.
Yeah.
Uh, there's still energy coming out from those pyramids to this day. We're talking about. There was it in 23 that there was a beam coming out of one of those pyramids also.
Hmm.
So all that together, and we're talking pyramids. We're talking about 2,000, 3,000 years ago, and they're still finding stuff around the pyramids that are not dating from that period of the pyramids. So
I still got the background from last night up, but I
Why
can't
don't
figure out
you
how.
change?
I
Here,
can't figure out how to change it. So it's
I
alright.
I got it. Hold on.
Dakota's my tech man. No,
So
but I
yeah.
mean, oh, there you go, Dakota. You fixed it.
Which one do you want?
It don't matter. That works.
I'm gonna see if I make a paranormal 101.
Dakota looks like a UFO hunter inside an air screen.
I know. It's this hat. This hat and
Oh, we'll
Nice,
full
well,
fight
guys,
one
take
day,
care.
Joseph.
Say hi to Miss. Did that for
Yep.
me.
Say hi to Mrs. But we love you. Appreciate you coming by, showing love, Joseph. You are the man. Put one of my personal stickers out before you leave, so everybody can see some cool stickers.
I do not want
Yeah.
that.
So the pyramids.
But it's not just the pyramid, like the Great Wall of China. I don't think that was made by humans either.
Yes, that was actually made by humans. They were actually made by slaves and
You put
prisoners.
the nub up. I know y'all can't see it like that, but yes. I mean,
Yeah,
okay,
the great
yeah.
it was proven there's even dead bodies inside the Great Wall of China. That's
Okay.
proven. Those are facts. The ruler of China was taking prisoners, was taking
Oh, I heard
also
about this. I heard
his
about this.
village to build the wall. And people dying, they would put them inside the wall and just continue and
I heard
getting more
about
prisoners
this.
and stuff like that. So yeah, but that's actually human built on
It's
slavery.
actually
All
a
right, here
Coca.
we go, Nose.
It's actually a Coca
Nubsy
Cola.
cheating tonight.
I am. It's
I am
alright.
too. I'm on water for the moment,
All
so
right,
yeah. So,
I'm gonna show it. Here's what we got. That's what it
Alright.
made me.
mm,
Oh, that's cool.
that's cool.
It's decent.
Yeah. So the pyramids, the Great Wall, all the greats stuff. There's a lot of stuff.
There we go. We'll do it like that. We'll do it when we're at the
That's
bottom.
that's our
Works with me.
funny stories or stuff behind them. So
But yeah, I have heard about that the Great Wall of China. So okay, maybe that was made by humans. Yes, but I still don't think like the pyramids. There's other like the
Stonehenge, Stone.
Stonehenge. That's the one I was thinking of. Stonehenge. I don't think that was human made
That's
either.
magic, man. It's not. Yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely magical. Like I don't.
it's Merlin and the magicians that did the Stonehenge.
He rolled a natty 20 when he when he made that. Like,
Yeah, but hold on. Coming back to the pyramids, also do not forget there is not just pyramids in Egypt. There is some in Mexico. There's some into
mm-hmm.
Amazon forest. There's some in Alaska. Okay, in the great white shit. There is the pyramids.
Yeah.
So why is there some, and Africa also has pyramids.
Yeah,
So
Africa.
we're talking around the globe. Okay, well, Egypt is in Africa. Some people are going to say that, but when I say Egypt, I mean Africa. Around Africa, there's a lot of places where there's pyramids. There's pyramids in Russia also,
Yeah.
even even in Japan. So, so how do you explain that?
I agree. Also, you know how they got the Bermuda Triangle and the Alaskan Triangle, and isn't there one like the Dragon Triangle too?
There's a lot of those
Do you believe that those are alien and all that involved?
oh man.
See, I'm trying to come up with good questions, and that's a really good one. 'Cause I've seen somebody talk about that, and I'm like, we'll talk about that tonight.
Do I believe it's alien form? Not too sure.
Yeah, I mean,
But is there something going around? Yes. Could it be government projects? Maybe. Could it be aliens, like you're asking? Could be also. Could it be just simple, basic weather facts of stuff that creates sometimes special things that we still haven't discovered? That also could be that.
mm, mm, it's a good question.
Water.
Well,
Oh yeah, that's
It was proven. It was proven that some of the stones of the pyramid were moved by water.
hmm,
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
See, this is why we do this. We learn stuff.
Yeah.
I learned something today. But do you believe that UFOs are strictly aliens, or do you think that the not just the U.S. government, but do you think that all other governments in the world have made unidentified objects?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yes.
personally
I'll
believe
give
that.
you.
Yes.
I'll give you a freaking. I'll give you a freaking answer to that. I do believe that there is government spaceships now, because not too long ago, Trump, even Biden, started a program that's called the Space Army program.
Oh yeah, the Space Rangers.
Hmm.
Okay, why do you need a space agency army if you're not
Exactly.
already up there? Okay, there's
Exactly.
also recordings and proof that when we landed on the moon, that we were told not to come back to the moon by something that was on the dark side of the moon. And that's where the where we hear a lot of times people say the dark side of the moon. So we hear that in songs, we hear
Yeah.
that in Star Wars, etc., etc. Project Bluebeam was a masquerade.
Yes. 100%.
You can go on the government's webpage, right, and download the book Project Blue, the Bluebeam.
That's yeah. I agree with
But
you
the
on that.
information open to public in those things is there to nothing, except charabia and yeah, misleading stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I do believe that there is. I would say there's a ratio between 50-50 between real spaceships and governments crafts or whatever. And when I say governments crafts, I don't mean just the US. I worldwide. So
Yeah.
the Russian government, the British government, Canadian government, etc., etc., etc. Yeah.
That's a good question too, Raven. Wouldn't the weight of the stone mean the width of the boat needs to be a football pitch wide, so the river would need to be widened?
The Nile was a huge, huge river.
That's true too.
If you go back in the books and research on the Nile, you'll find out that it was at the time it was one of the biggest rivers in the world. Now it's, I think it's the second or the third longest river.
Yeah, it's the second.
The Amazon is the first, obviously,
Yeah. But the
and
guy, I know the guy used to be longer.
mhm. So yeah. So what's
But
what's your take on that, Nubsy, about the?
um that's I mean, I see what you're talking about, Raven. But like Don was saying, it used to be bigger.
And what? By the way, when I say by water, I do not mean by boats. You can float. You can float a rock on a river.
Yeah, depending on the rock.
I'll give you an example. We have huge tanks on water carrying the kerosene and stuff like that. And those things are massive. We're talking about tons and tons, way, way heavier than one brick, and they float on water. How come?
Mm. Mm. What do you think about? I know we talked about cryptids and what we thought about cryptids maybe being aliens. The Loch Ness monster. I've always personally believed the Loch Ness monster was a type of alien, and I also believe that the Loch Ness, where the Loch Ness monster is, there's portals because you got the Chesapeake Bay monster, Nessie or Chessie. There's a bunch of these different types of lake monsters, and they all look similar. So I personally believe that it's the family, and they're all the same type, and it's just a portal.
I wouldn't, in
I
my
don't know why.
in my
I'm
opinion,
weird, but
I would not say they're aliens, but more as a species. Don't forget that only about 5 to 8% of the ocean has
yeah,
been explored. Okay, they're still trying to investigate the Marina Trench, which is one of the deepest trench in the ocean known today. And they're finding all sorts of new species coming out from that place. So who's saying that there's not a certain type of eels, old eels, prehistoric eels still alive to today? How can we find it? We need to explore more.
yeah, they
So
need to
we
get
still
better
have like 90,
technology
90
where
to
they can breathe better.
92% of the ocean to explore. Same thing for the forest, same thing for the mountains and stuff like that. So there's still stuff to discover, and who's saying that it's not a certain species that was back at the time? Don't forget that crocodiles and turtles are ancient animals that used to
Yeah,
live way back. So who's saying
they
that?
they live back in dinosaur ages.
Yeah, but who's saying that it's not the same thing for a Loch Ness, etc., etc.? Because we have some also stories about that here in Canada, those types of animals. Some
Well, do you believe that there's a portal and they're the same type of creature?
who's saying? Okay, listen. There's tunnels in the mountains that you can cross borders and stuff like that. Okay, who's saying it's not the same thing in the ocean? There's not tunnels that they can take to go from one point to point A to point B or point C or whatever with those
Mm-hmm.
tunnels. We do the same thing. Our military or our U.S. military has the same thing. Area 51 is underneath grounds that go to this state, to that state, to Colorado, etc., to bases, private bases, and without being seen. So
Yeah.
what's that they don't do the same thing? They've scanned the Loch Ness many times and found nothing. They could it be a time slip or something else? Um,
It's a
that
good
could be
question.
also they like I said. Nobody here is gonna say I have the absolute answer. Not me, not Dakota, not Nubsy. It could be a time slip or a time lapse or even a portal inside the water. Who's saying there's not a portal? And they know how to use it to to move away from one place to the other.
Yeah.
You know, let's take an example. Okay, let's say Nubsy, you're a mega superstar.
Yes.
Obviously, it's fun. People are gonna say, "Oh, Nubsy, yeah!" Every single day, 24 hours. You're gonna try to hide also. You're gonna try to find ways to go do your stuff without being bothered by all those masses of people.
Yeah.
So people are looking for this type of creature, and obviously Loch Ness is something a lot of people tend to try and look for. All sorts of cryptids, a lot of people are trying to find them. even us paranormal investigators, we try to find the haunted places. We
Yeah,
try to find the spirits and stuff like that.
that's true.
Well, you understand the logic I'm trying to do with that? With
Hmm.
that, so it could be a time slip, it could be a portal, it could be a lot of stuff. Dakota, you wanna trim in?
Yeah, you want to get your 2 cents in on this, Dakota?
Well, I'm trying to think of a good way to word it.
Shoot it as it comes.
Just don't shoot it up.
Yeah,
God, no. Oh, I'm lost at the moment.
you're lost.
I'm
All right.
lost.
Okay.
I kind
What
of zoned
about
out there, so I'm like,
what about the Roswell incident? The most famous, well, one of the world's most famous incidents about an alien and all that. What is y'all's take? I personally believe that it happened, and that when you become president or head, like, of the country, you are personally told about this. Every president has been told about this since it happened, and all that. That's just like I personally believe that the government knows there's other things out there, and they have tried to hide it for so long. But like
oh,
you said,
they try
they
to
made
hide anything.
yeah, but they made that Space Ranger program or whatever it's called. Why do we need one of them?
That's what I was
If there's
saying at
nothing
the
else
beginning.
out there. So I mean, that's just to me the government telling people, yeah, there's something out there, without telling us there's something out there. Like, um, I believe that it's not in Area 51 though. I believe
No.
that 51 is personally a red herring. 'Cause everybody thinks that there's aliens and all that, and the government knows this, so they hid it somewhere else. I personally think that's the Area 51, Area 52, in like Alaska or something.
I mean, it could be, but they always,
Yeah, and the reason I say Alaska is because personally
yeah.
think that they would put it somewhere cold.
Because I mean, when the whole Area 51 thing first came around, it was more around aliens, UFOs, stuff like that.
Exactly.
Now they're trying to cover that up and say, oh, it's strictly just military. It's not
Antarctica,
just military.
I could see it being in Antarctica too. Cause like I said, the only reason I said Alaska is because I figured something cold.
It's in the middle of America. Area 52 is in the middle of America, which
Huh.
is the most guarded base except Area 51.
Mm.
Where is all the force? When I do say force, I'm talking about army, I'm talking about navy, I'm talking about all that, all those. Where is it most central?
Yeah.
I like that theory, Chris. That's why they created AI so they can make AI pictures of events or etc. And
Well,
we think it's
exactly,
fake. They
because
are showing us the truth, but many
most people,
people aren't
yeah,
awake.
because most people nowadays, whatever they read, whatever they see, they're gonna believe,
Yes.
Hmm.
and that's not. You can't do that. You have to go fall back on actual history.
And you have to think for yourself.
Exactly. You just can't believe. Oh, I seen this on Facebook. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna believe. No,
Well,
you
first of all, if
can't.
you get your information from
So
Facebook and think it's real, you need to get
my
checked out.
take,
Well,
my take on Roswell is it actually happened, but
Mm-hmm.
not one flying saucer. It was two saucers.
Multiple.
Second of all, Area 51 was actually the first base where they put some
Oh yeah, yeah. I believe it was where they originally
station.
kept it.
Now it's like just by name, everybody goes to Area 51 and stays away from Area 52. So that's when you see people with lights in the sky say, "Oh, I saw this at area." Yeah, they're playing with your fucking brain.
Yep.
So you're gonna publish that on YouTube. You're gonna say, "Oh, you saw funny lights at Area 51. You wonder what it is." Blah 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 blah. Ah, blah blah da da da. And a lot of people are gonna tend to say they believe it's UFOs. So when people are in that corner, they want to see the gates. They want to see this. So they're bringing all the people there. And the other place is nobody goes there. Why? Because you can't pass nowhere, and you have to pass the security to get in there. So yeah,
Mm, that is true. Nobody has ever tried to claim Antarctica.
yeah.
Don't give
Why?
don't give
Why? Because there's a
don't give the
alien.
U.S. any hope. Don't give
So
the U.S.
you were talking about bases, Nubsy, in Alaska. A
Yeah.
lot of people tend to believe that the base there is a base over there, and a lot of people tend to believe that that's the alien spot. That's the alien base in Alaska. And funny how Russia is close. They have a border
Yeah.
there, but they don't go further into Alaska. Canada and US also have centers over there in Alaska. Jeff, you can ask Jeff. He can tell you. He was there. So yeah, he can tell you. He would. They wouldn't go that far into Alaska. Even the native people, Inuits that live in Alaska, some tend not to go further up into Alaska, saying it's bad mojo over there.
I
Why?
can believe it.
Why is it bad mojo? Why do famous explorers that explored Alaska by boat and stuff saw tunnels? A guy took a plane, dived inside the Alaskan mountains, and was going inside some tunnels with a plane.
Hmm?
When he came back to the States, wrote a book about that, and now they can't find that space.
I wonder what happened to him.
So they think the guy is cuckoo and wrote a story without things. But there is a base, there is proof, there is stuff that has been found that no human being to this day could build. Was some stuff were found in Alaska. So try to explain that. You know, even try to explain that. We were talking about the pyramids before. Like I said, I'm not saying it was not built by the aliens. It was not built by slaves and stuff like that. But they found some pretty funny stuff. They found batteries, rechargeable batteries
Yeah.
inside old rocks that date from 20,000 years ago. Explain that. They found watches inside caves that were old thousands of years. Explain that too, you know. Uh, yeah.
Theory. I have another theory. We are the United States of Islam. Every president supports Islam, and whoever doesn't get assassinated, like Charlie Kirk. I love Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, I agree with you, hundred
Yeah,
percent.
but we're not
But
gonna go there.
that's gonna bring too much
Too much.
unnecessary drama to my channel. that that's what I got Facebook for. But I like that theory, go jackass. It's a good theory. But I
But
also personally and like I said, the reason I said Area 52 is in Alaska or somewhere cold is because I believe that they were having somewhere cold where people's not going to go try to find it. You're
yeah,
good.
that's why stories about Area 51 still circulates to this day to bring people to there, to Nevada. But in reality, look, do some research on what I'm gonna tell you, and people also can do research. There's stuff open to public. Okay, I'm talking about Dugway.
Mm.
Look at that base, read history on that base, and you'll see how it's really guarded. The Navy is not. There's a naval thing over there, army and stuff like that. You have all these jets, and when they scramble, a lot of jets in the United States they leave from there. Patterson Air Force base.
The ice wall. What ice wall? Do you know who he's talking about, Don?
Yeah, he's talking about in Alaska. There's walls apparently thick in ice. There's stuff behind that, but you can't access that.
Hmm.
The researchers are still trying to find a way. I don't know if there's a magnetic field around those walls or stuff
I
like
got a
that.
way. We get 100 people to piss on it.
Yeah, but don't forget, if that ice melts, the oceans that we do have presently are gonna go up
Yeah, I know.
and up. So you have to be careful by
We can't
destroying.
pee on it to melt it.
Yeah, you can't nuke that ice or stuff like that. So
Damn
you
it.
have to be careful.
Damn it. That's why I can't be president. I can't nuke nothing.
That's why they go around in Antarctica and they drill holes to find to look at the permafrost and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
that's when they sometimes they come upon stuff that they're not supposed to see. Um, like I said, ask Jeff. If ever you see Jeff, you can talk about a little
I
bit
miss
that
Harley.
what he done over there. So yeah.
I miss Jeff.
I miss him a lot too. Like I said, now
He's always been a good guy.
he's freaking far from there from me. So we used to be an hour drive from each other, so it was easier to see each other and do stuff. Now he's 13 hours away. So
I got Dr. Pepper now.
yeah, I'm gonna get some now. I was going to say it. I'm gonna take the Dr Pepper.
Alright. And I also heard the aliens have more power than the government, and the aliens are protecting us. From I can believe that. I can believe that 150%.
There's stuff out there that say that the government, the real government that governments the world, are actually reptilians. So actually aliens that rule the world and tell people how to do. So they control Bilderberg, they control the New World Order, they control the Illuminatis and stuff like that.
Mm. I believe it. I believe it. Like, lizard people are real people. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Lizard people are real.
And
Yeah.
there's videos out there if you want to see what we're talking about. If you do not know what we're talking about the reptilians, what we mean about that, go on YouTube. There's videos about that. There's people claiming that this person, that person, even the queen was considered a reptilian.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously she passed away, but what's her name? Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, she's considered that they're a reptilian. You'll
Yeah,
see some videos where you see her face change. A lot of people on TV, a lot of actors and stuff like that.
if I don't see y'all, y'all don't see me. The Men in Black guy. That's still God. But yeah, Dom. Her name is Hillary Clinton.
Whatever.
Hillary. That's a good
We
one.
have a family here in Quebec. They could actually buy Canada and give it on a discount to anybody and would not be crying that they do not have money. That family is really, really powerful here. They're in Quebec, not in Canada. They're in Quebec. They have a huge mansion. It's guarded by the army and the mounted police,
Oh shit.
and they have a say on every single thing that happens here in Canada. So electricity, this, that, yeah, yeah. So
Tell them to come kidnap me.
yeah, I wish they would kidnap me. Seriously,
They can kidnap me. What's that, Kill Hut?
they kill it. They put out okay. Just to give you an example, they put
What's
out
up, brother?
a small mansion to sell here in Quebec. They're asking $47 million for that.
Good lord.
So imagine the small mansion. They said it was a small mansion. Yeah.
That's freaking God.
So
That's crazy.
and those people, you never see them in public. You never see them on TV. Well, once in a while, they're in the news. A picture here and that. It's a complete family. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
all by itself.
No.
Yeah.
How much money you got? You holding on us, Raven? I want one. I want some money.
Yeah, I don't even want a million. Just a couple of $1,000.
Yeah, just a couple. Actually, give me a couple million. I want to buy the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh no.
Man.
No. God no.
We're gonna be the Philadelphia Nubbies.
Oh Jesus Christ!
No. Oh god.
Even worse.
We're changing the name to the Philadelphia Nubbies, guys. That would be sick. We're gonna
No,
say nub for fud, y'all.
No, no.
What?
If
Man,
if that happens, I hope Washington kicks your tail every single time.
I'm gonna be out in Washington too,
no.
and I'm gonna give it to you, Dakota. You're gonna be the new owner of Washington. So, and
Please.
Dom, you're gonna be the new owner of the
At
Cowboys.
least, hey,
Hell yes.
if we become the owner, at least change it back to Redskins. Please.
I mean, you're the owner.
Okay, I don't.
I don't care what Trump says. It's going back to the Redskins.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Washington. I'm not a fan. Obviously, I'm not a fan of the Eagles.
That's because you're a Cowgirl fan.
But seriously, that sucks that they don't bring Redskins back. Even Native people want the Redskins.
No,
Exactly.
All right,
But yet Trump over here thinks it's racist.
I'm not gonna get too political, but that's the sheep, the woke people, the dumbasses in the world that think that shit.
Those are
Like,
snowflakes.
snowflakes. Yes, perfect. That's exactly what they
Those
are.
are fucking snowflakes. Because I'm telling you, I'm half Native, and I'm telling you, Native people want Redskins instead of Washington. Plain and simple.
Yeah, it's. We
I
ain't
don't
get
know what's wrong with
political
people.
about it.
What's wrong with people? They even changed Cleveland.
Yeah,
They're called
they
the
changed.
Indians. Now they're called the
No.
Guardians. Guardians of Cleveland, which is sucks as a name. You know.
Yeah, but that's as far political as we'll go, and I'll talk about Hillary Clinton all day, but we're not gonna talk. We're not gonna do that tonight. But she could be an alien. Who knows?
Well,
Yeah, you never know.
That's why I brought her name up because there's rumors about that. Even Obama. There's rumors that Obama was part of a travel agency that would jump ship from periods to periods. Apparently, some people met with Obama on Mars when Mars was active and had people living there. But obviously, those are here and there data tells and stuff like that. We do not
so
have.
that's gonna be my next subject. Do y'all
So
believe?
please, Secret Service, do not come and shoot me in Canada, please. Thank you.
Y'all know the movie Men in Black? How they show
God.
where there's aliens walking among humans in the skies.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all believe that that's true?
Yep.
Oh, most definitely.
Like, look at Dom. Dom don't look human. Oh,
Proof.
I'm not human either. Like, look at my hands.
No, well,
Not
we all
human.
know that one.
So once again, I'm
But
gonna go back to videos. Some books have been written about that subject. Videos have shown stuff that you see the people shift and come back to human
hmm
Yep.
stuff. So why is there so much of those stuff outside to not be true? You know.
mm, yeah.
Yep, yep. Chris is right. Also, they they do whatever humans do. So they work. They're in every sphere of what a human could do. They also do it. Why?
Your next
Because
door neighbor could
yeah,
actually be an alien. You would never know.
Yeah. Speaking of next door neighbors,
Oh God.
mm,
what's what happened to your neighbor?
just stupid people.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
Stupid.
White people. Hang
Exactly.
on.
They
Hang on.
think they got the best house in the neighborhood, and
Hang
they
on.
far door don't.
Is that Ron? Is that Ron Mother Ducking Weasley in the house?
Oh God. Not,
Ron?
not on Ron.
Ron, is that you? I've missed you, Mr. Weasley.
It's
If
been
that's not Ron, I'm
forever.
sorry. But all I see is R. Weasley,
I
and
know. It's been
that's actually Ron.
forever.
Where's Harry, Ron? Every time I see him, dude, I hope that's you, Ron. If it is, you're becoming a mod again because for some reason you're not a mod, Ron, and I never took you off. Oh my goodness, we got Ron Weasley in the house, guys. Holy crap! Where's Matt when we need him?
Right?
Where's Momo? Momo?
Like
Momo?
we need the whole OG gang back. Like this is
Yes,
perfect.
we've talked about that.
Yeah,
I
we just
the OG gang, the OGs will be
it's a
great.
lot of it's hard. It's hard to get everybody on the same page because some people do
Yeah,
not like some people. Some people will not come on panel if there's other people there and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I
So
know.
that would be so cool to have all the OGs. You know, obviously we
Fun.
couldn't fit them all in one panel, but some stay there 15 minutes, give a place to the other one 15 minutes, just to exchange, see how everybody's going, how's
Yeah.
how's people, how's your life that they have been, but yeah, no, and it sucks. It sucks. It really does.
Yeah, I wish people could just throw away their
Hi,
differences
Fawn.
and
Exactly.
the hate that they have for each other for like one day. Me, I don't have no hate with anybody. I have no issue with anybody. As far as I know, nobody has issues with me too, community.
I have no
I do
issues what
wish because we would have fun like we
yeah,
did back in the old days. We
Yeah.
could go
I
live
have no
for hours.
issues with nobody whatsoever. Hey, and like I said, this is only one night or one event, so why not? It would be so cool, so fun.
hmm Just to have everybody back. Like, it's been a long time since we had the
I
OG.
know. It's been forever.
Is this on me? No, this on me. Yeah. Hold on 2 seconds.
No, I know you don't have no hate, Chris, and we need
Now
to get.
you
I
now
want you to
you
grow.
know Chris is always happy.
We need you to grow more.
Exactly.
No,
We need that boundary of 100 subscribers to go up to 5.
no, it's not raccoons I have issues with, Raven. It's squirrels.
Squirrel.
Squirrels don't like me, and I don't like squirrels. They hit me in the head with acorns too much. So I have my own hate against squirrels.
Well, anytime I see a squirrel, 9 times out of 10, it's getting run over with the car anyway. So
God damn. Well, I can't do nothing because Dakota likes to run over turtles too.
exactly.
Murderer.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had somebody in my office and had to go to the washroom.
Uh, I'm glad you're here, Fawn. But yes, I know Dom, you were sharing the UFO story you saw where you got probed and all that, but we're not going to talk about that again.
Oh gosh.
No, but seriously, hold on. In 1990, here in Montreal, there's a thing, and you can go and check. It's on YouTube and stuff. It's called the UFO of Place de Magie. My grandma used to live like 5 minutes from Place de Magie when I was young. I used to live in Calgary, so we used to come and visit my grandma a lot in Montreal. So we're outside. We're all the families there. One of my uncles is playing guitar, singing songs with the adults and stuff like that. All of a sudden, my uncle stops playing guitar and goes, "What the hell is that?" Everybody looked up to the sky, and what we saw was crazy. What I saw was a big black ship with green, blue lights. The size of the ship was about 2 football fields,
Oh,
Good
shit.
Lord.
and it just slightly, gently, just moved into the sky till it disappeared. Not
I
not
was,
not like a strobe or something. It just disappeared. You couldn't see the lights, nothing, no more. And this was seen by army, policemen, reporters,
damn.
and about, I would say, 200,000 people in Montreal.
Oh, I believe it. I miss Shadows of the Moon too, Ron. I miss
So,
Chaos. I miss all of them.
and a lot of people, a lot of people.
I have my own story. Me and my cousin, it was like 1:30 in the morning going down back roads. We was leaving my grandma. We stayed there, had a little fire and hung out with a few people. And we was leaving on the back roads, headed back to Bedford where I used to live. And all of a sudden we see this oval shaped spaceship hovering, not moving over somebody's house. So we stop. I pull my camera out, and as soon as I go to videotape, it's gone.
See,
It is,
that's where they get you.
and so I personally believe I saw a UFO. I'm gonna be dropping a video next Friday. Fine. Next Friday, I'll have a video at 10 p.m. Eastern. It's a short one. We had to break into a window. It was a fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
Luck-
supposed to say that.
Luckily, we had Nubs because he was the only one that could fit through the
No,
window.
it was an abandoned house. There was no trespassing signs, no private property or nothing. And the only way to get in was through this window. And of course, I volunteered because I want to get through a window. I'm going to get. Rob taught me one thing: if we're going to get into a house, no matter what.
Exactly.
Like, so I climbed through the window. Technically, the window was already open. So technically, we didn't push it; it was already open. And yeah, but I'm pretty sure they were renovating the house.
Yeah, they were definitely doing something to it because it was.
Because the upstairs, the fan was going and the light was on. But
Yeah, because it
So,
seemed like the upstairs had power, but the downstairs didn't. So I don't know
yeah,
what was going on, but it looked like they had brand new toilets in there. I don't know if they were remodeling it or what they were doing.
maybe squatters.
True. Because I mean, it was in the middle of a field down a back road.
Yeah, who's gonna put a house there now?
all you gotta do is hit me up. There's the link if you want to join.
Nubs, what do I gotta do to get you on my podcast?
Get
I know, Chris. I'm not ready for Grace either. That's one of the ones I'm looking forward to, but not in a good way.
Dude, Miss Grace, let me tell you about this Witch of Rustburg Grace, guys. Last time we did an investigation on this property, we saw about 20 like 10-foot shadow figures. I got sick as a dog. Like,
Yeah.
you can ask Kristen, I was puking. And it just hit. Like,
And we believe that there possibly may be a skinwalker too, or that
dude,
the witch could show herself as a skinwalker.
but, I mean, it could have hellhounds. When
Yeah,
you go
you don't
look.
want to fuck with the skinwalker.
Oh, she don't like me either, apparently. Like, the
Oh,
way
she
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 got
don't
me.
like she don't like none of us.
But, yeah, I would like revenge on Grace.
Yes, we need to do that one night.
We need to do it when it gets warmer.
Exactly, because I'm not going out to her.
I'll go in the house, but not.
Well, the barn, but I'm not going.
Well, we can't get in the
uh,
barn.
We can get it with a little shack thingy. Now, the other shack, we was told that there might be a way we can get in there. We just have to go find out and get details on exactly how to get in there, because when we was doing the doll investigation a couple weeks ago and me and Chris contacted her through the doll very unexpectedly, she said that there was a way you could get into that shack, but we had to find the answer to get in there.
I mean, a baseball bat will work. You just gotta.
So she said that there was possibly a door. We just have to find the door and find a way to get in there. But to me, there is no door.
I've only been there when it's dark, so I can't really tell.
We went one time during the day, but it was so covered in briars you couldn't see nothing.
Alright, fine.
So that's why when we go back, I really want to dig down and try to find all the details that we can possibly find to try to finish and solve this puzzle that she's giving us.
Good night, Fawn. Love you, sis. But yes, I
Because there's still more there that we don't know, that we have specifically have gotten told that we have to find ourselves, whether it's in the woods,
I was gonna say,
buried in the ground.
metal detector. We need the metal detector.
Exactly, because there's what we got told by her directly from the spirit box, that there's things in the woods that we have not discovered yet. So we need to really focus on the wooded area and see exactly what we can discover and take what we find there and put it into the other pieces of the puzzle to try to find that last piece.
So we believe she was alive during the Salem witch trials. I believe she was alive that long.
Yeah, because I don't.
Something's wrong with that place.
Her name is Grace Riley. I know that part.
That place
But
is
I don't.
evil.
I know the house burned down, but I don't know exactly. Like
we need
what
to find
year.
exactly where the house was. Maybe we can find some.
Well, we know exactly where the house was because when me and Chris went during the day, we found the foundation for the house.
Okay.
So we know exactly where the house is. It's just figuring out what happened. Trying to solve that last piece of the puzzle that we don't have. That's what we got to find, that last piece of the puzzle.
Because like I said, that place, I've never got sick or anything like that at a location until we went there.
Grace Riley?
Yes, Grace Riley. Riley.
Yeah.
That's in Virginia, right?
Yep.
Yes. Rustburg, Virginia, to be technical. Campbell County.
Campbell County, Rustburg, all the same area.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of digging to see.
Now I'm going to do some research for us also. There is
Yeah,
a child on the property.
Yeah, I've
Oh, I didn't
tried to
know.
do some research, but I can't find nothing.
yeah. Sometimes, especially when it's old, because if you're talking about the Salem trials, you're talking about late 17th.
Yeah,
Uh, uh,
17th century, yep.
yeah. So sometimes the registries papers to find information like that will not be completed. Why? Because a lot of people do not know how to read and write
right.
those periods. So, so not all the forms are. So your best luck would be the library.
Yeah,
Well,
I
county,
didn't think about that.
library of the county. Try to find, in the general area if there's stories, books that have been written about that certain region. Also, you can go to the city hall to the
Yes.
road maps and stuff like that. Sometimes they have old archives about that certain
Yeah,
region or particular place that will open up to stuff.
We'll have to do that one day. Go to the local
yeah,
library
we'll have to
and
do
Secret
that.
look up.
basements. You're talking about a door that you can't see is the door from a cellar. Then you go up in the house. Some old houses were like that. You had to go through the cellar to go into the house.
Right.
That's
So
true.
could it be something like that for your house? So that's another thing. And looking at it at surveys and maps like that, old maps, you'll probably find some more answers also.
You and I should do a collab IRL stream one day. I'll type my email. And I am not in Bedford. I haven't been in Bedford for a few years. I am close to. I am in Gretna, Virginia, actually. Official gives a bad charm, usually in an item to bring back. Well, if we're
Oh
talking about
Lord.
Miss Grace,
Yeah,
then I could definitely believe that.
Yeah, because it could be
that's
anything. It could be in the barn. It could be in the shack. It could be in the supposed doll that we find on her property. It could be anything.
that's
Yeah.
why I'm saying if you get to the surveys and maps, like the old maps at City Hall, sometimes if they're already at the library. You just have to ask; they'll tell you, and
Yeah,
just check on those. And obviously, rarely we're talking about Salem, so we're talking about settlers, Irish settlers. So that's another avenue you can check if there was a lot of settlers, Irish settlers in the corner because they do have a certain type of magical things that they will charms and stuff like that. Like Shire was talking about, so just be careful about that. But at the same time, you'll see in any research whatsoever on any property, or you want to go somewhere and you want to know more about the place, library, archives of the city and stuff like that. You will find a lot of information, and obviously, if you have elders from that period of time, or that all also helps. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll freaking definitely check that out
But
because
I'm gonna check on the name and stuff because I don't know why. When you said the name, it rang a bell, but I don't know why. So I'm gonna do some research also
all right.
to find any information on that name and person. Um, Obviously, pictures from that period is gonna be real hard to find pictures.
yeah.
Maybe some paintings or drawings, but yeah.
Um, getting back to aliens real fast.
Yep.
Do y'all think that, and this is like the main reason I wanted to talk about this. Do y'all think that in the next 10, 20, maybe 100 years from now, that there will be an alien invasion? Y'all think the aliens will attack us, or do you think the humans, not just America, but the human race, will try to attack the aliens first?
We're so
I,
stupid.
Who do
We're
you
so
think will start the
stupid.
war? The aliens or the humans? Is
uh,
pretty much what I'm asking.
We're so stupid that when the aliens do appear for real, we're gonna go into a war with them.
And that's stupid because
yeah.
they will wipe. It ain't gonna be like War of the Worlds or anything. Like we are gonna get wiped off the place of the planet if we go
Yeah,
to
but
war with
but
it.
but
Yeah, so Nubs, what Chris just said about Grace 2.0, oh, I don't remember everything that happened. I'm sure he remembers it more than I do. But yeah, we might have another witch getting involved somewhere.
Look, when we started YouTube, we didn't think we'd find so many damn witches, but we have
I
found
know. I'm
so
like, good
many
lord.
evidence of what we think might be had to do with witchcraft. Like the No Name Witch House, we had the witch at the Ward Shadow. Like there were so many places
Mhm.
where we believe we've encountered some type of witch spirit.
Oh, and also there is another house that we might can investigate. I'm not
I like that.
sure certainly, but it's in Rustburg. It's off of a farm. Me, Chris, and he was telling us about it, and I don't know if we can get in it. We'll have to go check it out one day, but it's like down a long gravel road off of a farm. But
Oh,
as far as he said that a couple years ago he tried to get in there and was able to get in there with his buddies, but he said that there's probably something in that place. I
mm.
just don't know exactly how to get down to it.
No, we'll figure it out. We always do. I believe that no, because if it's an experiment, they'll observe it, not interfere unless we try and wipe each other out. That's what I think the human race will do. Like Dom said, the human race isn't as smart as the alien race. Like, if we went to war with aliens, we have no chance.
Yeah,
Like
we
you
yeah
said
we're
earlier in the stream, that they are far, far
if we ever get
more.
into an alien nautic war, whatever you want to call it, we're screwed. Whichever way you look at it, we're
Like the
screwed.
weapons we have is gonna look like little chicken shits compared to the weapons they got. They got weapons that
Pretty much.
are thousands of years ahead of our time. Like it would be a dangerous situation if aliens was to attack us. I would definitely join the alien side. I'd just be like, "Don't probe me," is all I ask. But I would definitely not be on the human side of that
did you
because
say you were not far from Campbell's County,
Yeah,
King
Virginia?
we're
County,
we're in Campbell County.
yeah, Dakota's
Okay,
in.
so we're talking about the 18th century.
I think so.
Okay, the search for
Pretty much, it'd be like that movie Quiet.
Oh God,
Yes,
that was a
I
moving
tell
to
you, a
half.
weird movie was that Weapons movie. Whew,
Yes,
it was
that
good
thing
though.
was good, but it made no sense at all.
It didn't until the end.
Like the whole The whole thing did not make a lick of sense.
Hmm.
Do y'all think? I know we talked about this. A
Hold on,
couple-
2 seconds. Does the
Okay.
Locust Ticket House and Major Samuel Scott say something?
No, not that I know of.
Leftwich Turner family.
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, because they're talking about revolutionary. Jesus Christ. Revolutionary War patriots buried in Virginia.
Well,
And they're talking about the Locust Ticket House and Major Samuel Scott from 1754 to 1822. Grace Kelly, they're talking about a burial from 1906.
Mm.
But I'm still trying to find stuff. So
yeah. I don't know too
I
much
agree.
about that one.
Damn. So the sorry, this ain't uh alien or any paranormal, but the rookie started already,
Yeah, it
and I
started back up.
missed the first episodes.
I think it was the sixth that started back up. There's our. I think they just dropped the second episode this past week.
There's a graveyard across from Grace.
Yeah, but we can't get to it because it's blocked off and it's got private property.
All right, I'll check my email. But do y'all think that the Mothman could be some type of alien?
I mean, possibly. I'm not saying that it is or it ain't, but it very well could be.
hmm
I personally believe, like y'all said, possibly they are. Could definitely, I could see it because of just the way that they describe it, the way that they describe and all that about the Mothman. I could see it being an alien type,
Yeah.
like we were talking about before, alien type cryptid. I haven't gotten the email yet, but sometimes it takes a while for me to get the email, so I'll check it when I get it. My email takes forever. I think I sent you the right one. Did I send you Tally Dallas 040? Yep, I did. I sent you the right one. Okay. Oh, Dom Dom sent me something. Or a Canadian Mr. Clean. I love you, Dom.
Oh yeah, Dom. I was literally just sitting here reading this.
Oh.
I don't know why. I don't know why, but that popped up while I was doing research for Grace. This popped
Yeah,
up with reference to Grace.
yeah. Because when I look up Grace Riley Russberg, that's the very first thing that pops up on Google.
Yeah, so I think there's a link there. So maybe you
Yeah.
guys could hop up there, investigate there. Obviously, it's historic, so there's and
Lucas Dickerson.
Maybe we can find more information about Miss Grace.
Yeah.
and yeah,
Well,
because
not Miss Grace, but
the way it's pointing to that house. Was she living there and she got buried in the woods behind the house you're talking about? Um, yeah. So
what other legends do you think out there that could be alien related?
legends. Well, there's a lot of cryptids. Could they be aliens mistaken for different creatures, and we call them cryptids? Yeti, Sasquatch, Skunkman. Uh, you want me to
Mm.
continue?
I mean, I get what you're talking about. 100%. Yeah.
So we don't have no proof of that, but still,
I and
Oh
do you
wow.
think that if the black eye, I'm talking about the black eye children now. Okay, well,
Mhm.
yeah, we'll go with that actually because I've heard stories of the black eye children. That wasn't what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about the Men in Black again. But speaking of black eye children, I've had heard stories that the black eye children are some type of alien cryptid. I don't know if they're technically a cryptid or not, but they're definitely a urban legend. We'll go with that.
I wouldn't say that far from urban legend, because you remember that we were talking a little bit earlier about aliens being already here on Earth.
Yeah.
Black eyed children are that.
Mm.
You have the Nordic people. They're not Swedish. They're not from that part of the region, but they do resemble some of those people.
That's
But they
true.
have bigger eyes, black eyes, and stuff like that, and they're pale whites. So yeah, so my approach is, I would tend to say they're aliens here on Earth, trying to mimic the humans, if you want.
Okay. Okay. Raven said no. I think like what was said in ancient lore, there were beings on Earth before humans and disasters saw them leave and become extinct. While folklore and myth became to remember it. Yeah,
Could be also.
definitely. Um, but
you know so some people say, this type of animal has been extinct for this number of years. Then a couple of years after, you'll see a post saying, oh, we just spotted that what we thought was extinct. Could those
yeah,
cryptids be, like Shire was saying, could be living creatures that were here way before the human beings, and just they're coming out to do stuff?
mm,
That could be an option too.
see, I like these theories people are throwing out there. I love it because that's all they are. It's like theories because none of us knows the truth of any of this.
Exactly.
And this is why I like talking about this with people because people gonna have different opinions. Granted, a lot of the stuff we talked about, we all agree on pretty much all of it. We just, it's great. Even if we don't agree, we still sit up here and debate and talk and all that. And that's why we do these Paranormal 101 podcasts so we can learn more. And yes, some people don't consider aliens and cryptids and all that and the paranormal. Technically, they all go in the same place. Simple fact, it's all paranormal. It's all not normal. Like cryptids, UFOs, aliens, ghosts, they all are technically in the same category to a certain extent.
Yeah.
So that's why when we talk about this stuff, they all join together to, like I said, a certain extent. And the Men in Black, I personally believe that they're like shapeshifters too. They can change shape and forms of other beings. Like, oh, hang on, we're talking about Targaryen to Game of Thrones. Okay,
Oh God.
this is my category. Raven, like that's my show. In Game of Thrones, the Targaryen with white hair and blue eyes are modeled on the Fae. Also, the aliens described as fair hair with blue eye. See, my theories about Targaryens, I've said that from the first time I watched the show. I believe that they are, I don't know, alien type, but they are definitely magical. So I like that. So I just saw Game of Thrones, and I actually been rewatching that show because I'm writing a D&D campaign about Game of Thrones. I'm taking out the incest, but I'm doing my D&D campaign about Game of Thrones. Okay, but yes, I see what you're talking about, and I could definitely see it because I mean, yeah, if you watch Game of Thrones and you know what the Targaryens are, yeah. For those who don't know who Game of Thrones is, this is probably like what? Like Dom, I don't know if you ever watched it,
What?
Game of Thrones.
Hell no.
Okay, so Dom wouldn't know.
Hell no.
But
I don't know why. I tried. I'm not gonna lie. I tried, but I didn't. I didn't catch on, man. I don't know, dude. Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I get it. It's not a thing for everybody. Like I
But
know we
but
ain't talking about aliens now.
I listened to Rome, Vikings,
Oh, Vikings was a great show too.
Marco Polo, stuff like that. But yeah, Game of Thrones. I don't know why I didn't catch on it it didn't catch my eye. It didn't catch me. Yeah.
Finally got your email, Harrington. I finally got it, Harrington. That's that's who I thought it was that was in there. But yes, I got your
Oh,
email.
wait a minute.
But we'll be live for at least another 20 minutes. We'll make
Hey,
sure.
Nubs, I might have something on this.
Uh oh, hang on, guys. We might have found something about Miss Grace.
I just found a Grace Riley on a cemetery site. She's buried in Hollywood Cemetery in Richmond. That is supposedly the witch
That
cemetery.
that's where the vampire was.
Yeah, that's supposedly the most like haunted and where the most witches are buried at in Virginia. And it says 1863 is when she died. That almost is
That's in the
key.
period. Yep.
Yeah, that's almost key to when it would have about happened.
Did you see what I sent you?
The Grace
Yeah.
Hollyfield Riley one.
Yeah, but there's also the history of Virginia and another thing on the family. So check on that. You'll see there's Lynchburg papers, links, and stuff like that.
But yeah, Raven, I'm a big Game of Thrones fan. People talk shit about season 8. I personally like season 8, other than making Reject the King. But that's because I did not like his character development in that show. But that's beyond the subject. I like Game of Thrones. And
I
I could
like
see where the
this
Targaryens could
too.
be the
Okay.
aliens. I could see that 100%. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm looking at what Dom sent about Miss Grace. Well, not Miss Grace. I don't know why I keep calling her Miss Grace. Miss Grace is a totally different person that Rob knew.
Yeah.
This is Gracie.
Miss Grace was a nice one. Grace, on
Yes.
the other hand, is not nice.
Oh, the chick house. I've heard of that house. But yes. Well, that's mathematics.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
there's more.
it's
There's more.
still
There's stuff from Lynchburg. around the place you're talking about. So, and there's people inside that book that are related apparently to the person. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look at this because
so check it out.
and if Miss Grace is buried in the Hollywood Cemetery, that explains a lot because that
Yeah.
cemetery has been known, like you said, to have witches. Y'all heard of the vampire of
Mhm.
Richmond? That's where the Hollywood Cemetery is famous. The vampire ran into one of the crypts, locked
Yeah.
himself in there, and nobody has seen him again.
Hmm.
That's the urban legend of Hollywood Cemetery, the big one. And like Dakota said, it's also a lot of witches, like people that were accused of being witches in that cemetery, and other like sorcerers and shit like that. Um, but that's pretty much all about the aliens. Cause we've had a good conversation. Do y'all have anything else y'all want to bring
Nah,
on? Talk about aliens and all that. Like anything that
Mm,
we missed tonight? I
don't
think
think so.
I
nope.
think we covered it pretty decent with the aliens, and we are gonna sit back and talk after the stream for a little while, guys. Like I said, we'll be live for another 18 minutes or so. But we'll sit back, and me and Dom and Dakota will come up with different ideas for the next Paranormal 101. That's it, Chris. Um, also, um, me and Dom are going to talk about what we want to debate because we're going to bring back the pair debate. And if y'all don't remember what that is, that's where me and Dom have like y'all know the political debate where we sit up there, but we don't disrupt each other or call each other names like the presidents do and the politicians do. But we sit there and we debate, and some things we agree with, some days things we don't.
It's typically we bring our opinions. Sometimes we're on the same page, sometimes we're one against the other, but we do bring what we do bring is not you're dumb because you believe this. Is
Yes.
I bring my arguments why I think it's not good, and Nubsy will bring his arguments why it's good, and we're gonna talk about that and debate on that.
Yeah. Like
At
I
the end
said,
of the day, it's just a talk about different subjects, and sometimes we do ask the people to give us some ideas. What do you want us to debate on? So if you do have ideas, don't be shy. Put them in the chat or write to Nubsy. Tell them this or that, and we'll see what we can do with that.
and like I said, we talked about our like a couple other. We done two pair debates. We talked about how we feel about the bunkers, how we
Hmm.
feel about a bunch of subjects already. Like, and me and Dom, we don't see eye. Well, I'm not gonna say we don't see eye to eye, but we don't agree 100% on the bunkers, and that's okay
We
because if we
and that
agreed on everything, it would be a boring life.
Yeah, and that's what's cool is that we could have each our opinions, and we're still buddies, yeah, still bros. That's a little bit coming to the topic we talked about like that last week, para unity.
Yes.
See, Nubsy has a different opinion on the bunkers. I have an opinion on the bunkers, which are totally opposite. Well, some parts we reach each other, and some parts are way to the left, way to the right, and that's okay because everybody can have their opinion.
Yep. All
just
right.
be just be civilized about it, and don't try to bum rush people with your opinion. You're allowed to your opinion. You say what you want to say, and that's it. Respect. After that, when the show is closed, we move on, and we still talk about anything
Oh yeah.
and everything. So
Like we'll do a little test. We're gonna debate right now about fake paranormal and entertainment paranormal. Because I know that's a good topic for me and Don to debate.
Okay.
I personally believe that they're two completely different things. I believe that entertainment paranormal are ones that do it for entertainment, so they fake and it's entertaining. Then they're doing what they're supposed to do. The fake ones, however, are like Zach Baggins, all these TV paranormal shows. Those are the ones that give the paranormal a bad name. Zach Baggins, to be perfect example. Any sane paranormal investigator cannot stand Zach Baggins. I know us three on here are not big fans of him.
I ain't never liked him.
He is the one that is ruining the legitimacy of paranormal. People like him. The Ghost Hunter. I used to like Ghost Hunter Hunters. That's the taps, right?
Mm-hmm.
I used to like tap, but they were fake as hell too. Um,
Problem is, hold on, two
I do
seconds.
like Jason Hawk. Ain't that his name?
Hold on, I'm gonna put a timeout on that. They're fake,
Okay.
yes, but don't forget it's for TV. A lot of
Yeah.
producers want to put extras, want to put fake, want to put stuff like that. And I could talk with experience because I signed a TV contract and it got broken because we didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So they took us out from our contract and did TV. Okay, so saying they're fake. Yes, there's some plus if you want on a TV show. Okay, but they're not the only problem. You
No.
have YouTubers running for numbers to gain
Okay.
money, and they're
Perfect
fucking
example.
awesome.
When you a paranormal channel, but all you sit there and make and do is drama, make fun of people, you are not a paranormal investigator.
No, and
And
that
that
we're gonna and
that is
that we're gonna
exactly what
agree. We're gonna agree on that point. On that point, but what I'm saying, you were saying that Zach Bagan is the only one. He's not
no,
the only.
no, 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 no. I know he's not the only one.
He's greedy. He it's paranormal. Yes, he's a problem with paranormal, but he's a problem also because he's greedy. He wants to control everything. He wants
And
to be
then
the sole person to have the answer. He's
you
cocky.
got these
He's way too much
YouTubers,
cocky.
like, and I'm gonna say this person's name just because anybody that's heard of him will agree with me. I'm a J Station. He is disgraced, not just the paranormal, because I know his shit was the 3 a.m. challenges, order shit from the dark web, blah, 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 blah. He also gives YouTubers a bad name for what he did. And for those who don't know what he did, he faked his girlfriend's death just for views.
Who are
You
you
don't do
talking?
shit like that. I'm a
Sorry.
J Station. He got banned from YouTube for a little while, but he's back making videos. He's back making stupid
I have no clue, no
videos.
clue who that guy is. But like I was saying to to your debates, yeah, there's a lot of YouTubers out there faking to gain numbers, to gain members,
Yeah,
to gain subscriptions and stuff like that to make money. But at the same time, when you do have people in need to understand what's happening at their house, they come upon those things, they see that, and they believe that kind of shit. So though after that, when real paranormal investigators try to help them, well, you do not know nothing because this guy has 3.5k members on his page, but you've been there in the paranormal field for 25, 30 years, some even longer than that, and they get shit
yeah,
on because they're not doing popular paranormal. I call it popular paranormal when you have to show off on YouTube what you do to show paranormal. A real paranormal investigation is boring as hell.
yes. Some
Okay,
most a
if
lot of
people
times,
think
yeah.
it's all jumping and stuff like that, you can spend 8 hours in an investigation and not have a single EVP or nothing.
That's true.
You have to be passionate. You have to be dedicated to your craft. This is not a joke to go run into some haunted place and play games and stuff like that. Paranormal is not a game.
No, it could be really dangerous if you're not doing it right.
Some people found out to their expense. They're paying for their shit that they did back in the past, playing stupid shit with the paranormal, talking shit about that people.
Yep.
Paranormal does not forgive, does not forget. I'm just saying
You're
that
right.
out to people. When you do drama, karma is there back to hit you in the face with your drama and stuff. So stop that. If you want to do paranormal, do real paranormal shit, and that's all. Don't claim you're
I agree.
paranormal and not do paranormal. But coming to debunkers, we have two different opinions. I'm okay with the debunkers. What they do, they debunk and show that people are shitting on the paranormal. I call it shitting on the paranormal, tricking people, claiming false claims of devils, of this moving, of pill bottles flying off and stuff like that. I'm okay with that, debunking that. Where I have a problem, certain debunkers take it too far.
Yeah.
That's my problem. That's my problem with debunkers. When they take it too far and too personal. So, I'll take an example with me. I have a speech. You'll hear me bubble and stuff like that. Let's say they take my videos and say, "Oh, this guy's a fake, but he's also a fucking stupid. He dresses like a sloppy and stuff like that." That's not cool.
Nope.
You're there to debunk the paranormal, not the personal life,
Yeah.
not that he has 3 dogs, 4 cats,
I
six.
would give another example.
Mm.
Y'all remember when that one debunker went on my Facebook page and took a post from my Facebook page and tried to debunk me? That's not debunking. That is technically doxing because there are people on there that's in the paranormal and the YouTube community that was on that post that did not want their names,
But hold on.
their real names, and all that. So I consider what that person did doxing. Yes.
Exactly. That too, Raven. If you want to do entertainment paranormal, no problem whatsoever. Do you, okay? But if
But
you're
make
doing
sure you
entertainment
say that it's
at the
entertainment.
beginning or at the end, this was for entertainment purposes only. Not this is real paranormal. We faced a demon. We almost died. We died on this investigation, but you post a video the week
Okay.
after.
Okay. I want to ask Dakota and Dom's
Mm.
opinion and the chat. What do y'all think about clickbait titles? I personally believe that that's what YouTube tells people to use. Use the clickiest, the catchiest title.
Exactly. To me,
So I don't consider any titles clickbait.
no. To me, I like something that's going to be catchy,
Yes.
catches people eye, and like, hey, look, I want to watch this.
Yes. And
To
people
me,
complain about
to
the
me,
title.
if people call it clickbait, I don't care.
Yeah, I
Call it
don't.
whatever you want, but I'm
I
going to
don't.
use what I want to use, and so be it.
I call it promotion. Okay.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
call it cheesy promotion, but it's promotion. Okay. But I have no problem whatsoever with that. But there's some certain clickbaits.
Okay, I died and came back to life. When in the video you never died. I
Yeah,
that
see, something like that, that's a little far out there, but
yeah,
like
Yeah, that's
the titles that we use, there's nothing wrong with that.
no. What I'm saying is exactly what you were saying. If you go too far for clickbait, I find it cheap.
that's why I don't like
But
I'm a
that's my
J.
opinion. That's my opinion. Because
Because first of all,
I
he faked.
use I use stories, clickbaits also for my songs and stories that I rate or videos. I will use them, but at the same time, I do have something. When I clickbait, I will put the title in my clickbait. So meaning if I'm talking about ghosts, there is ghost inside the video. You know.
Yeah. And also, me personally, if I'm gonna watch a true paranormal investigation, I want to be a smaller channel because
Yeah.
I know that most smaller channels, like in 2,000, 1,500, 20 subscribers, 90 subscribers, all people like that, 90% of the time they're genuine. They're not gonna lie. You know what I mean?
Mm, depends. I know some small channels. Yeah, um, they're not good whatsoever, and
Yeah,
they
see,
won't take no advice.
that's a little weird because I've seen we found a demon and it gave me a wedgie. See, that's just a funny title. That's just funny. Like that's something I would do if I'm doing a live stream or something, and I want to do a funny title. That's something I
Yeah.
would do.
Well,
Like
see,
I seen a
see,
demon and it
see
gave
that
me a
title.
wedgie.
See that title. I would say, oh, he got scared, and talking about doing a dookie in his pants or stuff like that. You know, so
One
that
thing,
that I would see that if you have a scare in the movie and say, oh, that was
yeah.
freaking
See, there's
scary or
one channel that I used to love, and I stopped watching this person a lot. A couple reasons. He kept doing Random Nautica, and I'm not a Random Nautica fan. I'm sorry. I won't watch Random Nautica videos, even if they're in our little community. I
is
find them boring. I
is
don't
that
like Random
still
Nautica.
is that still something people do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is still a thing.
But this person was also
Hmm.
getting possessed in every single video they did. And it got to the point where it was like, okay, the first few times it was entertaining, funny. Now it's just getting stupid and boring. And I'm sure y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say his name, but this person, every other video he was dropping for a long time was he was getting possessed.
Yep. I know exactly who you're talking about.
I put it in the private chat just so y'all know.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking
And I know Dom, you're not a big fan of this guy
Hell
at
no.
all. Exactly.
Hell
Yeah,
I knew. I
no.
knew. I
no
know
to
you
the
don't
no,
like
no,
this
no,
person.
no, no. Yeah, no.
I've
Uh,
talked to him before, and I don't mind him. He's a decent person to talk to. I
I
just
met
don't.
this dude like 3, 4 times, and
Oh,
every
so you?
single
I've never
time
met
it
him.
it was
I
the
just
same
talked to him.
thing. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways,
But
I'll say PG related here and not say stuff. But yeah, no.
I
Mm-mm.
get what you mean. But yes, that person, I used to love his videos. I used to watch him all the time. Every time he dropped something, it just got to the point where I couldn't do the getting possessed every other
Exact,
video.
because it was literally every video.
See when I'm saying the people are some
And I
type of
know he's an
people on
entertainer.
YouTube. Some people are such a certain people on YouTube, and some people are different in real life.
Yeah.
He seems a good guy on YouTube, but in reality, he's yeah.
See, that's like the opposite. And I'm gonna say this person's name because I love him to death. Omar. Omar, I've met him, and he is actually a really amazing person. I love his YouTube channel. I love all his videos. A lot of people hate him, the bunkers especially. And I know you're not the biggest fan, Dom,
Who?
Omar. But Omar is actually, if you get to meet the guy, you would change your freaking title about him in a heartbeat if you don't
I
like him.
have no problem with Omar. I have problems with his contents. That's the problem I have with Omar claiming that he's doing real
Oh.
paranormal. Yeah, so
Well, see, he does put in his description though that he's entertainment.
at the beginning, no whatsoever.
I mean, he doesn't say it in the video, but it's in the descriptions.
Yeah, but at the beginning, he wouldn't do that whatsoever. He started way back after that. The people like me were saying, "Yeah, you're doing fake paranormal. You're not doing real paranormal. You should say that." Then he started writing in small writings. But if people do not read, they do not know it's fake paranormal.
You
Damn,
pretty
Chris,
much,
am I really that predictable?
you pretty much got that down, Pat.
But
Well, there's
Omar,
only one guy on YouTube that really gets possessed in every single video that he drops, and who would you
but
expect other than that
but
guy?
like I said, Omar, I'm friends with him on Instagram, Facebook. I got his phone number. Omar is actually up there, really good friend of mine, and I get why, and I understand a lot of people in the community aren't fans of him, and that's fine.
And like I said, I have nothing personal against the guy. I heard good stuff. But like I said, me personally with Omar is the fact of faking paranormal and stuff
Yeah,
like
but
that.
the thing is, you're not going out and attacking him or his character.
Have you ever heard me say
No,
something
exact,
except here? Nothing.
exactly, exactly. A lot
What
of
I
these
do,
people
what I
attack his
do,
characters.
what I do, I simply do not follow what he does, and that's it. He does
Yep,
his stuff. I do my stuff. I don't talk about him. Obviously, he's not going to talk about me because he has no fucking clue who I am. But
that's true.
you
He
know,
don't,
you know what
but
I mean? Is
yeah,
do your thing, but do it.
the
Obviously, I'm
right
going to talk
way.
about paranormal. I'm going to defend paranormal side because paranormal for me is vital. You know me and stuff. So when you do fake, yeah. Obviously, I'm not gonna support you,
Yeah, I feel you.
and that's it. I'm not gonna go to war. I'm not gonna,
I mean,
if you
I've
ask
been
me,
to
if you
war.
ask me my opinion, if that person comes and asks me my opinion, I'm gonna be clean and honest. I'm gonna tell them what I think. Am I gonna do a YouTube video about that? No. I'm gonna talk directly to that person and say, listen, I don't like this, and that, and that's it. Move on your way. I'm gonna go my way, and that's it. That's all. If we can
Yep.
come to an agreement and fix it, hey, let's fix it and move on and continue for paranormal, and
But
that's it.
before we end this, guys, I do want to do this. Say this:
Scoop.
debunkers. I want y'all to come on a panel with me, and we have a civil conversation, talk. Maybe we can come to an understanding. Maybe we can become friends. Maybe we can respect each other. I
You
really
know
want to
that's
have.
asking a lot.
I really want to have a debate.
I'm not sure that's a lot, Dakota. If it's asked the right way, if it's asked coolly, and it's not for a war or stuff like that, I'm pretty sure that some of the debunkers would be
I
up to
mean,
that.
I've had a few block me when I asked them and all that, but I still want to have
Yeah,
a
but
civil
hold
debate.
on, depends on how you reach to them. If you start attacking them and saying they're
Well,
bullshit and this and that, obviously
well,
they're not gonna come up. They're not gonna answer you. But if you say, listen, I just wanna
I'll tell
understand.
you what I said to this person when we end the stream because it's not
See,
PG.
see, that's what I'm saying.
But
That's why you got blocked, man.
in my defense, I tried to defend myself, and him and all his people kept calling me retard and reject. So I lost my
Yeah,
cool.
that's not cool. That's not cool. Using words
I
like
had
that.
one of their friends tell me, "I wonder why they called him Nubby." Then I saw his fingers, and then I saw his teeth, and I'm like, "The fuck does that have to do with anything?" Like, but no, that I really want to have a discussion one on one or whatever with the bunkers,
Put
and I want it to be civil. I'm not going to attack anybody
put a
as
post out there.
long as y'all don't attack anybody.
Put a post out there and put it properly, asking properly, not bashing them.
Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
who knows, you know, it's going to be shared on social media, and maybe somebody's going to pop up and say, hey, listen, I'll come to your chat, I'll come and talk to you if it's civilized and no wars whatsoever. I'll explain my point of view, explain myself, my data, you can explain your point of view, and move on from that. If you come to an agreement, cool, fine. If not,
yep,
just move on your way. You got your answers probably that you were trying to find, and just move on, and that's
yep.
it.
Well, guys, it's been we're at the 2 hour and 5 minute mark. Do y'all have any last words to the audience? I'm gonna say a few last words to the people starting YouTube and just starting out their channel. Here's some advice: be you. Don't be anybody else. Be you. Don't let hate, trolls, negative comments, or that affect you. And if you're gonna be a YouTube tuber, have a backbone. You have
Yes,
to
you
have a backbone
definitely
because
have
there's a
to have
That's
lot
a
of
little bit what
drama.
the a little bit 2 seconds. You're talking about the backbone and stuff like that. You were talking before that this debunker took a thing on your social media to do, but also do not forget people that do go on YouTube or any social media. It could be Facebook, Instagram, whatever. You're going on social media, so you're exposing yourself to the critics.
Hmm.
Take those critics and construct on it. If it's sad, obviously take a time, take a deep breath, and come back, because
Yep.
more and more you're gonna see, and you're gonna get a lot of
Oh, you're gonna get hate. There's no
Oh
denying.
yeah.
hate and
You're
stuff like
gonna
that.
get
But
negative comments.
hate, take that hate and put it into positive ways,
Yep.
and maybe sometimes take it as a criticism. You know, if somebody has been there longer than you and trying to give you advice, don't take it as he's trying to play you or make fun of you. Just trying to help you build yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so don't take everything personal. But if it is personal, just move away. You don't need drama. More you create drama, a lot of people say drama sells and brings numbers. Yes, but after that, all
If
you're
it's the
known
right
as
kind of
is
number.
a drama with that person.
Is it the
And
kind of drama and
a lot of
the
people,
kind of
it lasts at the end of 2005 and beginning of 2026. A lot of people are sick and tired of drama, so they're
yeah,
moving away from the drama. So
yes.
if you're a YouTube, like Nubsy is saying, be humble, be yourself, okay, and do you. Forget what's the other one on the other side is doing, what the one on top of you is doing. Do you. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you passionate about something. Do it. And if you want to share it on social media, fine, because some people will like whatever you do. Not everybody likes everything that's being done out there, but some people do. So don't
Yep.
give up. Keep your head up, be humble, and do you, and the rest will follow. Seriously.
Um, and this is my advice to the drama starters and people that want to try to destroy people. Don't be better humans. We all bleed the same. We're all the same. Don't be a jackass.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we all bleed red. We're all gonna end up in dust. We're gonna go back to the same place we started. So, so why fuss because one has better numbers or one has a better video than you? Who cares? If you enjoy it, tell the person, I like your video. You're lucky. I wish I was there, but don't be jealous and start drama because they had something you didn't have yet or stuff like that. Being humble will bring you to places, will bring you to people, will open
Yes.
doors, will bring you connections, and maybe your dream of being in this place is not happening right now, but maybe down the line you'll have a better chance. So
And
stay humble.
also,
Yeah,
if you are a paranormal investigator and people ask you to join their company, watch out because there's been some dirty companies in the past.
yeah.
Dom and Dakota know exactly what I'm talking
Do
about.
do your homework.
Yes. Don't
And,
just join because it's a cool company everybody's joining.
and stuff. Yeah. So be careful to.
Because I did that and it turned out not to be that great.
Yeah.
But guys, we appreciate y'all. Appreciate the love and support on these Paranormal 101 podcast. Go check out Wrestle Soul Paranormal. Go check out Investigation 13. Munich the Raven, Jackass Paranormal, Maria was in here. Everybody that came in the chat, appreciate all of y'all. Um,
Yeah. Share people out. Go sub to them if you're not sub.
yeah.
Share the stuff out, and that helps a
Uncle
lot. Also.
Martha, Fawn, appreciate all of y'all. Maria, Mr. Weasley. But yeah, I'm so glad that me and Dom and Dakota have done these paranormal. And Dom has been my co host from the very first Paranormal 101.
Yep.
And every other Paranormal 101 topic we done, like we talked about a bunch. Like I said, this is episode
We did a
28,
lot.
Paranormal 101.
Go see the old ones. If people want to hear them, go watch them. They're on Nubsy's channel,
Yes,
Paranormal
they're under my
101.
podcast.
So go ahead, go check those out. And like I said, share them out. You know.
And we do love you guys. We appreciate the love and support. We'll let y'all know when the new our next Paranormal 101 will be. We'll let you know when we prepare debate or any other stream. I know next week on Russell Soul's Paranormal channel, we're gonna be doing the Urban Legends of Chupacabra. So be ready for that one. That one's gonna be a good one. But for now, guys, I will have a video dropping next Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern. I will try to be live Monday and Tuesday if I can, just so I can get as many hours as I can in this 7 days free trial. But we love you guys. We appreciate y'all, and we will see y'all